My son Everett came to our family via an open adoption. His birth mom didn't know she was pregnant and had very few indications that something was wrong until she had some significant bleeding that sent her to the emergency room. They sent her home, dismissed it as a heavy period, and told her to go take a bath. At that point, she knew something was wrong and drove herself while hemorrhaging to another emergency room about an hour away. Due to the placental abruption, Everett suffered some pretty significant damage to all of his organs due to the lack of oxygen and swallowing meconium. At 6 hours old, Everett was sent via life flight to a hospital here in Oregon. We found out about Everett about 24 hours later when he was a little over a day old. He was in critical condition, but expected to survive. No one could really tell us what his prognosis was long term.
Theo is fun, loving, empathetic. He loves candles and trains, and especially dancing and singing with his sister. Theo also experiences an intellectual and developmental disability. Theo has been part of early intervention, receiving speech and OT services since he was 2 months old. Theo was born with a heart defect, and he was slowly going into heart failure. We had the support of OT and speech to work with our family and help Theo both before and post-surgery. That included at-home visits, working with feeding, movement, communication. His EI team was by his side, cheering with us through every milestone, however big or small, and offering support and guidance and additional services when and where needed.
So this year's been quite a busy year. I visit around 40 different classrooms a month. I also visit a variety of homes to provide home visits. I have almost 75 students on my caseload. These students have a wide variety of needs, ranging from autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, ADHD. They all need very specialized, individualized support. So what this means for a day in my work life is that I'm often moving very, very quickly between students. This can mean right as I've built rapport with a student and they're regulated and ready to engage in something like a fine motor task, I have only a moment to take advantage of this window. At this workload, burnout rate is extremely high for all the providers I work with. It takes away from all of our time to see our students and support them because of the turnover rate and having to constantly mentor new staff when the workload is just unmanageable.
There's a picture of Theo on his first day of preschool. This picture would not exist without ECSE, and the reality is, Theo wouldn't be walking into that classroom or through those doors without this program. Every child deserves an opportunity to reach their full potential. This program is instrumental in Theo reaching his potential.
We've seen so many benefits from the early intervention program. One of the biggest for us has been his relationship with his birth mom. It was really important and I feel like critical to Everett's development to build that relationship. When Everett turned 2, he was really struggling with our hangouts and understanding his birth mom's role, and I'm sure he felt some tension in that dynamic. And Lori just came in, and within a few weeks, things were significantly better, and they have such a wonderful relationship now. It's beautiful to see.
It's very rewarding, dynamic work, but at these caseload levels, so many missed opportunities to be able to do this work well and as students and families deserve.
As a society, we struggle with supporting mental health, and programs like early intervention are critical at catching these things while children are still young, while something can still be done and they can still be nurtured and supported.
I urge you to advocate for the funding that is needed to provide these services to the most vulnerable population in our community.